Hello world. Okay, so here's my last application, self-publication for 2012. It deals with SQL database, MySql to Android with XML paraphrasing, a little bit of JSON, uploading as well as downloading audio and video streaming as well as audio streaming. So here we go. Let's get this started. First thing we're going to do is click on the application. Marty Florence Master Development. Alright, now what we're going to do is, because no names or information is entered into the database, which we can see right here, okay, we're going to go ahead and we are going to insert to this database and then log into the Android application. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're just going to try to log in with the default functions, which is blank. As we can see, wrong. We're going to try again. Now we're going to try and log in with KaSiris, and we're going to try to log in with password KaSiris. And now we're going to try to log into this application. So let's click that login button, log in. Validating user, again, wrong information. So now what we're going to do is we're going to register it. So now we're starting a new activity, which is pulling up our web browser and taking us to the web page that we built in HTML for the login registration. So now we're going to go here and we're going to type in KaSiris. Okay, and then for password we're going to go KaSiris. Okay, now we're going to scroll down to the bottom and we're going to hit that submit button. Now what we want this to do is to refresh the page and actually not enter the information, which it doesn't. So that's a good thing. That leads the user to log in to sign in a second time to ensure that their information is correct. KaSiris, and we're going to go KaSiris. Now that we've entered that information and for the second time, now we should have, hit submit. Now we should have one record added as stated right there. One record added. Okay, let's scroll down. One record added. Okay, now we're going to hit the back button and we're going to return to our application and see if we can log in now. Now previously we had wrong code, so now we're just going to hit login and see that login. Login successful. Now if we go to our database and we click the browse button, we'll see right here ID number 37, KaSiris. So let's minimize that, get that out of the way. Now that we've done that, first things first is we want to talk about the app market, which is built inside of this application. So we're going to click on to connecting the personal server side app market. First thing we're going to notice is that each application that's on the server is labeled by its name with its corresponding image to support it. Now all the images, I didn't do screenshots for all of the images. I just didn't have time to because I got something big coming up in the next couple of days, so I didn't have a chance to do all of them, but I got a vast portion of them out of the way. To make a long story short, this is an HTML5 page, and from here we see a image of the application and we see a click here to download. So we're going to click here to download. Now we're contacting the server, starting the download through default. Now we can see that the application is being downloaded. So essentially this activity right here is in itself its own Android market, while at the same time without server side information it's virtually impossible to download the application unless you go through some special means. So let's click on that. Christian 1 APK. We're going to replace the application, the Jesus wallpaper. We're going to go ahead and install that application. And now while that's installing, we'll go ahead and okay, there we go. We'll open up the application. And now we can see I'm saved and I'm not saved. So we're just going to click I'm not saved, just for kicks. And we see, oh, okay. People receive God, Christ. Okay, help me get saved now. and then we can go ahead and we can see how an individual will go about getting saved and so forth with the application. I'm gonna hit the back button, and return back to our main application. So we have that function in here in the app market for almost 50 apps, I believe it's down here, 30 to 50 apps. Some of them are good apps, some of them are bad apps, nothing really harmful to a user's device. Some of them may have not been signed. So this is just an example showing what the capabilities are in using a database with Android. Now, my publications, which are the apps that I put on the Google Play Store, as we can see right here, this is a list view, which all this data is being paraphrased through an XML sheet, which we would change that on the server side, and it would automatically, go into this list view, making it possible for the user to see new information. So we'll just click one of them. We'll click mobile music for an example. Okay. And for mobile music, it's going to take us to the Play Store, as we can see in the top browser. Now, there are other ways of going about downloading applications that's already on the Android market or the Google Play Store. However, I just want to point out the XML phrasing aspect of development. Okay, and as we can see, here it is right here. Let's scroll up. Oh, someone purchased 3. Okay. And as we can see right here, we're access to the Google Play Store, and we can view that information. So basically, we can do that with all of the applications, or all of the items listed in the. Oh, sorry about that. We can do that with all of the items listed in this list view. Anyone where you see it's below HTTP, yep, we can do that. HTTPS, we can do that with all of those. So let's hit that back button. Now we have audio upload and audio download. Here's an audio download. I really like audio download. I went on ahead and implemented a custom download. And as we can see, application is being downloaded to SD card from HTTP KaSiris.com upload testing MP4. Now, if you were to use audio upload, this would be the exact same link that would be downloaded to your device so you could hear it. That's pretty cool. Device info says what it is. It gives up the MEID, the telephone number, things of that nature. I believe telephone numbers in there. It may just say the MEID, location, and what else is there? There's a few other things there. Wi-Fi needs to be attached, as well as GPS needs to be turned on when using device info, because the Wi-Fi MAC address will be pulled up. Okay, so we got local database, which is just a local database where an individual can save information. Let's click on that. Okay. Let's click on that. Alright, connecting the local database. Save data. I don't believe there's any saved data in here right now, but right, so we can go ahead and add some data. We'll add the telephone numbers. We'll add the Skype ID as. We'll put that at Ymail. No, we'll put that at just whatever. At an email. Someone might own that email address, because KaSiris is a popular name in another part of the country. Alright, so we'll say this is 11111 F. Now we'll just hit that back button, and we'll save that data. Now that data information saved successfully. Add another info. No, we don't want to add any more info. So that takes us back. Now we can check that data. And now when we click here, as we can see, the telephone number, email address, and mailing address is all inserted into the new list view. Okay, now we have, here's pretty cool, we have Twitter search, which here you'll be able to type in a word such as day, and on the actual device, this pulls from a JSON string, so it'll fill this list view just like that, and you can see everybody who tweeted about day, such a hot day, 11/11, all day, I never forget, it's in God's hands, and so forth. So that's how our Twitter works, our Twitter search, my Twitter search works. Okay, now we'll hit the menu, because down in the menu is where you find video streaming, audio streaming, upload video, and record video. Now, video streaming is pretty cool. Borrowed some code from some people. Okay, so when we hit menu, we can go ahead and we can find a list of videos that are being pulled from the podcast. And we can go ahead and we can load that video in here, and as we can see, we end up with the name of the video right there, which is an MP4. And then we can go ahead, we can click that play button. Now, video generally doesn't play through the emulator, so you can't see the video. However, it's there on a real device. You'd be able to see it. Let's try audio, video record. Well, video record, we can't use that right now. Audio streaming, we can use audio streaming right now. And so I use this guy's audio. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hit that play button, and we're contacting the web host. And if you can hear that music, then you can hear that. And if you can hear that, you can hear that the music is streaming through. So that's video streaming and audio streaming. The app market, we covered that. Last but not least is the email and audio, which you can click this button and it'll automatically allow you to start recording. So we'll start recording. Hello everybody, this is Marty. And we'll stop recording, and it's automatically gonna fire that intent to email it to where we want it to go. So that's how that right there works. And if we hit the play button, we can play it back. Okay, so if you can hear that. Alright. And that's about it. So this right here is what this application does. There's a lot of stuff here. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you happen to download it, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks.